Okay, before you watch this, I have to warn you, I've never assembled a Vevor gun safe before. So I'm going to try and attempt to take this pile of parts and turn it into this, and hopefully not this. Okay, there's a bag of hardware here, some instructions, some more hardware, and the keys. There's quite a few layers of metal. Okay, I like to organize my hardware, and I have to brag on Vevor for this. They already organized all these small pieces of hardware into individual bags. Now, the screwdriver given is not necessary, but it's also seems kind of cheesy. I'll be using a cordless screwdriver. And the gloves that they sent are not for my hands. Luckily, I have my own. And look, I have a little helper. Now, before I start spreading these parts out, I want to protect them from the concrete floor. So I'm using some of the cardboard that it came with, the shipping cardboard, and laying it down here so I'll have a place to stand the parts up without scratching the paint. Now, according to the instructions, we're supposed to start with panel A, C, and D, but that doesn't seem quite right, so let's just correct that here. Another C, so we can start with AC/DC. Okay, the first pieces of hardware we're going to use are these self-tapping screws. There's 5 places, but I'm only going to put the first 4 in because these have to be left out for right now. Now, I'm not tightening them all the way because they are part of a set. And anytime I put a set of screws or bolts in, I always wait until I put the very last one in before I tighten any of them. See, not tight, they're just in there. Process on the other side. Next, this B panel is supposed to have this E panel, but the instructions are not clear whether you put it this way or this way. It looks better this way. It looks like it makes more sense this way, but it also doesn't show which end is up on B. So I look down here and I see that we have these lips here and here that are similar to what we have here, and I'm thinking this may be the bottom. Another clue is we have this really flat edge right here. Probably see it better over here. That seems the same as this flat edge here. So that would tell me that's the top. I'm also figuring that this is the inside and that this is the outside or the back side. I'm just using a little Black & Decker, and I've got my chuck set on 7. We'll put the final tightening on these 8 screws that I put here before I go any further. Now I have to unlock the front to get back here, so I can put that panel back here, reach through and screw it in place. I'm going to use the key. It's so I don't have to learn how to do the keypad yet. And I turn it to the unlock position, then turn the tumbler, which works these bolts right here, and that allows me to open the door. And I need something between it and the concrete here, so let me close that again for a second. Let's not get lazy and ruin the paint. There we go. Just another piece of cardboard. Protect the paint. Now I can go through the doorway and attach the back. There's a little bit of a trick to sticking this panel in here. These edges actually have to go inside and around. You can get one side in first. In there, hook back, and then pull this other side out of the way so that I can get inside and then push toward the back. Again, I'm just placing the screws a couple of turns. I'm not tightening them yet. Next is the F panel. It goes on the top, so I'm going to move the whole thing over to here. I closed the door before attempting to move it so it would be a little bit more solid, and that did help. Now I need the door open so I can reach in and install the top without having to twist and try to work upside down. Again, I'm going to try to get all of these screws in here. I'm not going to try. Will. I will put all of the screws in before tightening any of them. Like Yoda said, there is no try, just do. There we go. I think that one's a bit too snug. Back it off a bit. There's 3 in the very back here. 2 on each side, and then 3 more in the front. This is also going to go a long way to squaring up the box. I need to move my light over here. It has a very nice black paint job, and I do like the black paint job, but it's got one drawback, and that is I have to use a big construction light in order to illuminate it well enough to where it's not just sucking all the light out of the air. These are all about 5,000 lumens each, and then there's more light coming in from over here, and a window with lots of sunlight, and still have to have this because it is so black. Something else too that might be helpful. I got a pair of these flashlights. You can see lots of wear on them. I've been using them for over 2 years and they still work. They're very bright, and they also have a magnet on the end. So like that. Get some more light in here. Like that. go back and tighten them. Here they are. Now we have panel G, which goes in the bottom, and the G goes toward the bottom. These two holes go to the back. So lay in here and then flip up. And that is the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. We're not done yet. Don't leave. We've got another shelf and a couple other things. There's 2 clips like this for the shelf. And this lip goes down into the clip. This is the back. This is the front. Get this up toward the corner first. This behind it. Try to straighten the whole thing out a little bit. Bring it down evenly. Flip up here. Flip down here. There we go. Shelf is in place. A couple more things now. Don't leave. Hardware for this back here. Now, these aren't going to be in there permanently, so you can just put them somewhere, and then when you get ready to load up your cabinet, you can move them around. I'm going to kind of generically stick them in place here so you can see these little notches here. Put it up in the top of the hole and then slide down towards the bottom. These aren't pushed out yet. I'm going to push those out. See? Oh, that one didn't come out, but I'm going to leave it that way because it's even tighter. Back in here. There we go. Now I'm going to give this a good old bear hug and stand it up so you can see it. These are for anchoring it to the concrete through the bottom. There's a bunch of extra little hooks here. Put them wherever you want. And there she is. I was afraid I might turn it into some kind of gingerbread house looking thing, but I think I did pretty good. Looks all nice and square and straight. Fancy, pretty keypad looking thing. There's a couple of screw holes back here. You put some screws and washers and anchor it to the wall. And when you close the door and lock it up, they can't get to the screws to unscrew it. And it doesn't just have 2 deadbolts here, it has them at the corners as well. Hey, if you like this video, we got a whole lot more. We got tool reviews, we've got repair videos, we've got show car videos, hot rods, mod rods, you name it. If it's got wheels on it and an engine, it's probably on this channel. So subscribe, like, and binge watch Zane Auto. Do not attempt anything you see or hear in this video. Serious injury or death may occur. Zane Auto and or Victor Zane cannot guarantee against improper use or unauthorized modifications of this information. Zane Auto and or Victor Zane assumes no liability for property damage or injury incurred as a result of any of the information contained in this video. Use this information at your own risk. Zane Auto recommends safe practices when working on vehicles and or with tools seen or implied in this video. No information contained in this video shall create any expressed or implied warranty or guarantee of any particular result. Any injury, damage, or loss that may result from improper use of these tools, equipment, or from the information contained in this video is the sole responsibility of the user and not Zane Auto or Victor Zane. In layman's terms, please don't do anything you see me do in my videos. You could end up burnt, bruised, and bleeding just like me. This site contains affiliate links for which I may be compensated.